place all the way up to 6th and 7th place, folks. So that incident's starting to look a little less worrisome as they're starting to move up through the field.
And Nils Jordan making his way down pit lane. Going to take them 4 tires, get the car out of the pit lane and get going. The thing here at Mazda Raceway is it's not straight onto the track. You got to go around the corner and make that really tight spot. So Mark Myers will be coming into the pit right now as he let the other drivers know that he is going to make that left-hand turn and go through pit lane.
That is an interesting point there, Avery, that it's not all about that pit time on this track, because you've got that pit exit that can cost you a lot of time if you don't take it just right. That can cost you an extra second or two.
Isaac DeFigurito coming in the pits and Daniil making a pit stop. So a lot of drivers have gotten that pit stop taken care of.
Trouble for Jason Lundy. Gets off into the gravel trap around turns 1 and 2. Trouble for Lundy. He's able to get back on, currently in 6th position. He just loses a little bit of time. So not too terrible for the 14. I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, definitely, making that double apex turn is really tough. You can't just throw it in there and hope it sticks. Turn 2, that Andretti hairpin is a real tough corner.
I tell you what, once we see Tony Klusterman go into the pits and Glenn Sidman, we're going to have a new leader. The current leader that has pitted is the 3rd place car of Nigel Baines with Martin Carroll short on his tail. And guys, that is going to probably be our battle, just depending on how quickly Tony Klusterman can get in and out of the pits. So as soon as Tony hits the pits, we're really going to have to be watching. That is going to be he's currently in the pits, and with Glenn Sidman. Let's look at that, guys.
Nigel Baines takes over the lead as he makes the pass. So for Nigel's strategy, all he's got to do is hold off Marty Carroll, and it's kind of hard to say all he's got to do is hold Marty Carroll.
And guys, here comes Tony Klusterman around the U-turn at that part of the getting on. He's going to come out right behind Marty Carroll. He's going to be a little bit behind Marty, but definitely he's going to be at a spot where he can catch up. This is fun.
Yeah, big.
Tony Klusterman clearly has secured a 3rd spot, for now anyways. 7.8 seconds ahead of 4th place Nils Jordan. He is secure in 3rd spot.
Good to see Nigel Baines and Marty Carroll get back on the track and get out in front, because Nigel got into Marty Carroll in turn 2, the Andretti hairpin. So it's good to see those guys back out in front.
Yeah, both of those 2 guys are running so fast. Nigel Baines, they're just killing it right now as he is our current leader. Marty Carroll, oh my gosh, Marty Carroll's last lap was a 127.15. Last lap for Nigel Baines was a 127.89. So these guys, Marty Carroll almost a second quicker last lap. He's going to be zooming real close to Nigel Baines. I'm so excited, guys. Here we are about to start lap number 12 for the leader, and we're going to have one heck of a battle here for this win. I get excited. I'm sorry. This is what I love, and it's brought to you by GetDirtyMX.com, my favorite place to go for Supercross and motocross gear. Also, if I needed to find anybody that needs a sponsorship, I know right where to look, guys. No further than www.GetDirtyMX.com. We so want to thank them for being on board with GrossM TV and GrossM.us all year long. They really have shown true support for the GV8 and GTCC. So we really want to thank them once again. For those of you that don't know, that's GetDirtyMX.com.
Quick update here. Everybody has made their required 4-tire pit stop. So it's down to racing with a 1-second gap between Nigel Baines and 184, Marty Carroll. Carroll going to try to make it 4 races in a row. You saw a great car dominate at the beginning of the series, but you got Marty Carroll jumped on in and said, hey, I want to share a little bit of the fun.
Man, I tell you what, this is so exciting.
You got Jarrell Monroe and then Mario Girard and Chris Hogan within a second of each other. That's 3 cars within a second, so they're doing a fantastic job. As you see, Marty Carroll
Guys, a
board with
little
him.
bit squirrely for Nigel Baines as he comes out of turn 11, hits through the start-finish line. That's going to allow Marty Carroll to really start to put the pressure on the number 36 Spotty Dog Cake Ford Falcon of Nigel Baines. This is getting fun. Right going through turns 1 and 2, there's dust in the air. Both drivers bumper to bumper, and now we have a race for the lead, fellas.
Just 5 laps remaining. There's not much time for Marty to get up to him. I mean, he's got quite a bit of time, but you got to make the pass here. It's a very tough track to make the pass. But then again, you take a look at Nigel Baines. He isn't perfect. He got about 0.2 of a second ahead of Marty Carroll. Man, these guys are doing a fantastic job. You take a look at that cam work. Got a big shout out to
Kane Craft. Look right here, heading around turn 6, heading up Rahal Straight, heading towards the corkscrew, guys. This is where it gets fun. We got a race for the lead, and we've seen the corkscrew eat up the best of the best. And here they go right now, folks. Right now, bumper to bumper, heading down the corkscrew. Both drivers taking a perfect apex through there. Great exit speed, perfect. And these guys really are a testament to how talented these drivers are here in the GV8 at Gross M. Wonderful driving by the number 36 and by Marty Carroll back in the Marsden Ford Falcon. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, Jim Egan got a little swirly coming out of turn number 2 with the Andretti hairpin and going up into the wall on the left side. But right now, it's all about Marty Carroll. It's all about Nigel Baines. Nigel going to try to hold him off as you see 4 laps remaining here at the G8. Nigel Baines getting a little wide, and which allows Marty Carroll to
side by side racing, side by side, door to door. Marty Carroll trying to make the outside pass. Can't do it. Still door to door, heading through turns 3, heading to turn 4. This is what it's all about. Nigel able to secure the lead for now. Man, unbelievable, Avery. That's what it's all about right there.
Tell you, big props. You look at Marty Carroll tried to make the overtake. He knows Nigel got into him into the beginning of the race, but Marty is a great driver. A lot of respect. He's not going to give someone the bumper. He's going to get around him. You take a look. Marty Carroll is just trying to pass Nigel Baines, but you take a look at Mazda Raceway. Where are the passing opportunities? There's not very many. You got to wait for that other driver to make the crucial mistake. Great car in the pits. Jason Lundy also in the pits.
It's so fun. Here we are in week number 8 of this 12-week season, and my gosh, Marty Carroll has just been dominant lately. But here we see the number 36 of Nigel Baines really trying to hold on to get the victory here at Laguna Seca Race 2. Guys, this is so exciting. Here we are about to start lap number 15 of 17. This is what it's all about. Bumper to bumper for the lead. It just doesn't get any more exciting than this. I mean, They started the race, Avery, and they got into one another, and here they are racing each other for the victory. It's awesome.
Not good for... Oh, you take a look at Nigel Baines get a little swirly as they go through the Andretti hairpin.
Gets loose.
Quick update here. Great car currently out of the race. Jason Lundy out of the race. Both got separate incidents where they got off the track and smacked right into the wall in the front end, so not good for a great car, but... great news for Marty Carroll and Nigel Baines as they're going to close the championship gap at Mazda Raceway.
Well, another big break in the action as Marty Carroll makes the pass on Nigel Baines. Nigel got a little bit squirrely coming out of that turn, and it allowed Marty to make a sly little easy pass for the lead. So Nigel's going to have a task on his hands, guys, with just under 2 laps remaining. He's going to have a real big surge to make a pass on Marty Carroll. This is what it's all about. I know Nigel's just got to be wanting to get the win. We talked to him at the conclusion of the first race, and you guys know it. Marty rides as smooth as ice. There's no mistakes. So Nigel's really going to have to try to sneak a good move in here. And this is just an unbelievable battle for the lead. Also, Nils Jordan battling his heart out with Glenn Sidman right now, back for the 4th position. Glenn Sidman really trying to get on the red back, number 11 of Nils Jordan, to try to crack into the 4th place spot. Tony Kloosterman gets in some trouble, guys. Oh no, he gets back going. Can he hold the 3rd position? Nils Jordan trying to make the pass. He will cross the finish line. As they bring out lap 16, he is still able to hold 3rd. He's trying to hang on to the podium right now, side by side by side. We almost went 3 wide into turn 1 here at Laguna Seca.
Yeah, good good recap for Tony Klusterman to hang on to the third position. You know, we got 3 cars right here battling back and forth and back. You take a look at Klusterman, Nils Jordan, Glenn Sidman, 3 guys with about the equal skill. You take a look at it, you make sure you never quit with Tony Klusterman, and he knows he's got that on the wing to make sure he never does quit.
Guys, what we just saw from Tony Klusterman is seriously some of the best saving grace racing I've seen all season long. He literally had lost it all, and most drivers would not have been able to recover from that. Somehow Tony Klusterman gets from a stop position to going and getting out in front of Nils Jordan and Glenn Sidman cleanly, keyword cleanly, and able to now break away to where he actually has some space. He's actually breaking back away from him.
For the second time today, Marty Carroll taking the white flag as your leader. White flag is out here at the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, race number 2.
Yeah, Nigel Baines just got really loose. He actually almost lost complete control there. I'm sure he's probably overdriving it a hair. He's trying to catch back up to the leader. It's going to be really tough. Trouble on the track. Kyle Herron is spun around. Let's see what happened. I'm trying to review real quick what happened. He just gets loose, guys. I don't know if it's a little bit of sand got under the tire, but he got loose.
Looks like Kyle Herron locked the brakes up, and when you lock the brakes up here in the V8 supercar, that just makes that car get all upset.
Nigel Baines holding down the second place position right now. The real fun battle that's going to be fun to watch for the end is who's going to close out the podium. Tony Klusterman has a close Nils Jordan and Glenn Sidman, both hungry for a podium. It's going to be real fun to see who is going to be the deciding factor on this final lap. White flag is out. Checkered flag will be waving this time by. This is it.
Klusterman gets a good turn in going up to the corkscrew. This is with a second half lead. He's got a little more comfortable, but Glenn Sidman's going to try to get around Nils Jordan.
Here's the corkscrew for Klusterman, and that was the scariest part. He made it through okay. So here it is. This is it. All he's got to do is make it to the checkered flag, and he will have a podium here at Laguna Seca Race 2. But congratulations, who just now crossed the finish line, our winner, Marty Carroll, with Nigel Baines crossing in second. Will Klusterman get the third finish? He is on his way, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to 121 Tony Klusterman and the Never Quit Ford Falcon. He finishes third. Close finish for the fourth position as Nils Jordan finishes just ahead of Glenn Sidman back in fifth. Man, we having some good racing here, guys. Jarrell Monroe trying to get a good finish right here. He's on his way to cross the finish line. He will finish in the 7th position. Back in 8th right now, battling with Mario Girard is Chris Hogan. They come around turn 11. Chris Hogan gets a great entrance into the final turn. Mario right on his tail, and Chris Hogan takes 8th. Mario Girard will get 9th, and back in 10th is the number 42 Blip Shift Ford Falcon of Jim Egan.
Great run for Marty Carroll, great run for Nigel Baines. You expect those guys to be up in the front, but big run for Tony Klusterman, who did a fantastic job taking home the third place finish. He made that little mistake in turn 11 and held his own. Isaac
De Figueiredo finishing in 11th right now. And a good job by Isaac De Figueiredo. Guys, as everybody here has crossed the finish line except for a couple guys lapped down, unfortunately, Jason Lundy and Greg Carr were not able to finish the race, as reported by Avery McDonald. Thanks for that, buddy. But this is how they finish up. It's Marty Carroll in the lead. He won the race. He finishes and wins, gets a clean sweep here at Laguna Seca. Nigel Baines battled his heart out and deserves a win, but unfortunately he's going to have to walk away with a second place finish. Finishing third is Tony Klusterman, and a great job by Tony, guys. Nils Jordan finishes in fourth with Glenn Sidman closely in fifth. Daniil Manenkoff, a great finish in the sixth position. Jarrell Monroe finishes seventh. Chris Hogan finishes in eighth with ninth going to Mario Girard. Jim Egan takes 10th. Isaac De Figueiredo is in 11th. Those are the lead lap finishing cars. Mike Myers finished one lap down in 12th with Kyle Herron a lap down as well in 13th. And as reported earlier, Greg Carr, Jason Lundy finished 14th and 15th, and that is how they ran here in race 2, Avery.
Yeah, it was a great run by all the drivers here. Greg Carr cannot wait to get the car loaded up and out of California, because for him, I think this is the worst 2 races he's had probably in his career, being one of the most consistent Fiat Supercar racers.
Yeah, a really tough break for him this week, but I know he'll bounce back. This is, like I said, week 8 of a 12-week season, and so far, Greg Carr has literally dominated the point standings. And next week we will be at Brands Hatch Circuit over in England, and it's going to be a fun week. So we really look forward to heading over there. I know Greg Carr can't wait. I think that's one of his better tracks, and it'll be really fun to see him run out there. Marty Carroll continues to show his dominance as he is able to sweep Laguna Seca. So now he has won 4 straight races in a row, as he won 2 here tonight. He took Road America and took Bathurst. So this is just an outstanding streak we've seen by the number 184 Marsden Ford Falcon driver, Marty Carroll. He has to be very proud of his crew and himself, as he really has shown he is a force to be reckoned with. And not to take anything away from the Spotty Dog Cake crew, as Nigel Baines and his crew did really well today, battled their hearts out, almost took race number 2, and just had a really good driver that was able to make a move at the right time and got a good pass on Nigel there. But I tell you what, Avery, big props to Nils Jordan. He showed huge improvement this week as he's able to run back in the front of the field again. It's just like earlier in the season when we saw Nils running in the top 5 every week, and now he's back up there. Good to see that again. And also really good for Tony Kloosterman, who got a podium here tonight.
For sure. Hopefully, I can get a quick interview with Tony Kloosterman for getting that 3rd position.
Oh, yeah, all the guys will be heading over here soon. We got to give them time to get out of the cars and get a little cooled off, and they'll be over here. I tell you what, we actually have our winner with us right now over here. Let's head over to Victory Lane and talk to Marty Carroll.
G'day guys, how are you?
Oh, we're doing fantastic, Marty. You and Nigel need to start your own TV series, because it's more exciting than anything on TV right now. That was one heck of a battle y'all put on here in race 2. You start off with a little bit of contact at the beginning. It went all the way to the back of the field, got your pit stops taken care of out of the away early, and then raced your way to a victory. As you battled him really hard, he had to lead the majority of the race, and you were able to overtake him near the end. Tell us how it was from your point of view.
Well, that was one of the greatest races I've ever had to do. That was unbelievable what me and Nigel were able to accomplish there. He admitted his mistake straight away, was apologetic. That wasn't a problem. That's just part of racing. We got our stops out of the way. Like I said, if I have a bad start, I'll be pitting straight away. Got it out of the way, and we pumped out 10 qualifying laps, one after another, and if he didn't make a mistake late in the race there, I don't think I would have got him, because I chewed everything I had up trying to chase him down. So unbelievable race. Congratulations to Nigel. He drove a great race. But yeah, I was just lucky enough to he made a slight mistake there, and I was lucky enough to come away with the victory.
Well, definitely congratulations, Marty. You literally have been on a tear here lately. You're on one of the hottest streaks we've seen since Greg Carr got on his just dominant performance at the beginning of the season, taking about, I think, the first 4 races, Kane, if I'm not mistaken. And then here comes Marty Carroll winning 4 in a row. You took Bathurst, you turn around and get Road America, and here you get to sweep on a 2-race format here at at Mazda Laguna Seca. And I tell you what, man, I'm just proud of you, Marty. Congratulations. We move on next week to Brands Hatch. How familiar are you with that circuit?
Brands Hatch is another favoured one of mine. It is a pretty good closeout to the season with Brands Hatch and Watkins Glen, 2 of my favoured tracks. So Laguna Seca is a love or hate track, but any track that other people hate, I generally love and spend a lot of time on.
Well, I tell you what, they definitely hated it. We saw the corkscrew eat up about 5 drivers in race 1. Luckily, I think everybody got adapted well to it in the second race, as nobody seemed to get eat up by it. But we really did. We saw about 5 V8 supercars get eaten by the corkscrew here tonight. So great job all in all. Congratulations, Marty, once again on the sweep here at Laguna Seca, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much, and congratulations to Nigel again, and Tony, great race.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%. That's Marty Carroll, your winner, ladies and gentlemen, driver of the 184 Marsden Ford Falcon. Thanks, buddy.
got runner-up Nigel Bain, driver number 36.
And he gave us one heck of a show, coming in second place again. He had the battle all the way from the back of the field after early contact. Driver of the number 36, Nigel Baines. What a fantastic job, Nigel. I know you would have liked to have gotten the win there, but what you and Marty have put on tonight was just been one heck of a show, and it truly was thrilling to watch tonight. You got to be proud of the finish.
Yeah, it's disappointing at the start. I just locked the rears up terribly into T1 there, and I don't know how I collected Marty, but somehow my car must have, I don't know, the rear end caught him or something and then spun him out too. So that was a shame, but certainly made it interesting after that. So good run back through, and just Marty was chipping away at me, and then pounced on my mistake. So we'll clean the mistakes up. We might be able to stay ahead of him. You never know.
Well, I was telling Marty, you guys really did a great job, both of you. What you did tonight was phenomenal, coming all the way back like that. But definitely did a good job holding him off. He had that one slip up, and he was able to slide by you. So maybe if we can eliminate that, you'll be walking out of here in victory lane. I told him we will be at Brands Hatch next week for week 9 here in the GV8. How familiar are you with the circuit out there in England?
Well, I was actually, I was supposed to race it. I used to race motorbikes back over there before moving to Canada, and I actually never did race there in the end. But yeah, it's a track I love just through iRacing, and I think it should be good for the V8. The only concern is it's pretty narrow, I guess. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, looking forward to that one, and hopefully we can tag another win right there.
Well, we sure will be looking for you to. We sure will be looking for you to capitalize out there, buddy, and congratulations on just such a great job tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys, and congratulations to Marty. Good to see a few new faces here too, and I think everybody that made the podium. It's a tough track to just to run for 17 laps without an incident, so well done to everybody tonight.
Speaking of that podium, that is Nigel Baines, everybody. Thanks again, Nigel.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Speaking back on that podium, I've got to give a huge congratulations out to the driver of the 121, Tony Kloosterman, who literally put down just a phenomenal race. Got to lead a good number of laps here today. Did a great job in race number 2. How you doing, Tony?
Oh, great, JD. Yeah, it was a great race. A little surprised by what happened there at the front. It looked like Nigel just gave Marty a bit of a tap, and they were spinning in front of me, so I was able to pull out a little bit of a lead, keep working away at that, chipping away, and eventually got up to about 8 or 9 seconds, and then I did my pits. But when I came out, I thought that Marty and Nigel still had to pit, so I thought I was in pretty good shape, and my mind started to wander a little bit, and I guess you probably saw I made a couple of mistakes there, and just one lap, and lost all that lead that I had, and then Niels was right on my tail, so it was interesting at the end for sure.
Yeah, I do want to say one thing, Tony. At the end of that race, or near the end of the race, when you had that coming out of turn 11 on the exit, I don't know if you spun out. I just saw you come to a complete stop. You were turned around, it looked like. You had Nils Jordan and Glenn Sidman coming up fast, and you guys literally raced to the start-finish line, and I think it was about 2 or 3 laps left to go at that point. At that point, when they were coming up fast, you did one of the best jobs I've ever seen of anybody getting a V8 supercar back up to speed that fast. That was incredible, and ultimately led to you getting the podium here tonight.
Well, I appreciate that, JD. I certainly did have to pedal it hard and pedal it hard into the second turn there as well. And everybody gave each other room, and it worked out well. Let's say that.
Oh yeah, definitely need to be proud because Glenn Sidman and Niels Jordan, they were super fun tonight, as both of them were super fast and battling each other all night long, and it was really fun to watch as well. But congratulations, really good to see you up there on the podium.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And that is Tony Kloosterman, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of Glenn Sidman